You're born in a leafy nest high in the trees of the Central Africa rainforest, and your first achievement isn't strength or dominance. It's not falling to your death. You're tiny, weak, and completely useless on your own. Your entire existence depends on your mother holding you tight, because if she slips or you let go for even a second, gravity immediately becomes your biggest enemy. You don't walk, you don't explore, you cling. That's your full-time job. Congratulations. You've entered life on helpless mode, and there's no skip button. For the first few months, you're basically a living backpack. Your mom climbs trees, moves through dense forest, and deals with daily survival, while you just hang on like Wi-Fi signal in a bad area, barely stable. You try to move on your own sometimes, and it's honestly embarrassing. You flop around, lose balance, and faceplant into leaves like nature's version of a failed tutorial. Meanwhile, somewhere nearby is the silverback, the giant, muscle-packed leader of the group who runs everything. You don't understand him yet, but trust me, your entire future depends on staying on his good side. As you grow into childhood, things get more fun and slightly more dangerous. You start playing with other young gorillas, climbing, chasing, and acting like a furry chaos machine. It feels like freedom until the silverback decides it's getting too loud. One look from him, and suddenly everyone remembers they have responsibilities. He doesn't need to shout or chase. His presence alone is enough. Think of him as a walking terms and conditions that you didn't read but still have to follow. Then comes the part nobody warns you about, your diet. You spend hours every day eating leaves, not tasty fruit all the time, not exciting meals, just leaves. Endless salad. Your life becomes a loop of eating, resting, moving a little, and eating again. You're getting stronger, sure, but at what cost? You didn't evolve into a powerhouse just to become a professional leaf consumer, but here you are, chewing your dreams along with fiber. As a teenager, things start getting serious. If you're a male, you're basically on a countdown timer. Right now, the silverback tolerates you. Later, your competition. And gorillas don't do, let's talk it out. They do, let's settle this, physically. You start watching him closely, how he moves, how he controls the group, how one chest beat can echo through the forest like a warning alarm. It looks powerful, but also exhausting, because being in charge means never really relaxing. Eventually, you grow big enough that staying in the group becomes awkward. You either leave on your own or get pushed out. There's no emotional goodbye, no stay in touch. Just you, the forest, and the realization that you now have to survive without backup. You wander, sometimes alone, sometimes with other displaced males, trying to figure out your place in a world that suddenly feels a lot bigger and less friendly. If you want to truly succeed, you have to challenge a silverback and take over a group, which sounds cool until you realize that means fighting a literal tank with teeth. The fight is loud, aggressive, and very real. No rules, no safety gear, just strength, timing, and a lot of risk. If you win, congratulations, you're now the boss. If you lose, you walk away injured. Or worse. Either way, you don't come out the same. Say you win, you're now the silverback. Life is good, right? Not really. Now you're responsible for everything, protecting the group, leading them, breaking up fights, and constantly watching for threats. You don't get days off. You don't get to relax. Every sound matters. Every movement matters. And every younger male out there is basically training for your job. You fought to get here, and now you have to fight to stay here. And then time does its thing. You slow down. Not dramatically, not all at once, but enough. Younger, stronger males start appearing, looking at you the same way you once looked at others. One day, the challenge comes. It's your turn to defend your position. Maybe you win and buy yourself more time. Maybe you lose, and just like that, your era is over. From leader to background character in one fight. Old age isn't dramatic, it's quiet. You move slower, rest more, and watch life continue around you. You're still there, but you're not the center anymore. The forest doesn't change for you. It never did. Eventually, your body gives out and there's no big moment, just a quiet end in a world that keeps going like nothing happened. So yeah, it sucks to be born as a gorilla. Not because it's all bad, you're strong, social, and kind in ways people don't expect, but because every stage of life comes with pressure, limits, and challenges you can't avoid. It's not easy mode, it's survival with responsibility. And the jungle, It doesn't care how strong you are.